Yo, what's up Freeze Army and welcome to the Zunino Disintegration Escalation. This is all 5 levels in one. My name is Mr. Freeze2244. For the level 1 we're going to bring along just bring along your default items. You don't need any special equipment despite what I'm showing you on screen. So as soon as you start off, what you literally want to do straight away is pull out your pistol, shoot the target in the head and then exit the mission as soon as you can. It takes quite a while for his body to get discovered, so you may as well just shoot him in the face and get the level 1 out of the way for a nice quick and easy 9-second kill. For level 2, this time we're going to bring along our rubber duck. We have an additional target, so we're going to take one of the targets out with the remote explosive duck and we're going to kill the other one by pushing him off the ledge. So once you start this mission, we're going to go straight over to where the first target is, where we first shot him in the face, and we're just going to push him off the ledge like that. And he'll go in for an accident kill after he falls. So the second target is going to be over here next to the scooter. So what we're actually going to do is bring our red rubber duck and then drop it about a meter away from the scooter, bump into the target and then drop a coin next to the scooter, and that's going to cause him to walk towards the coin. And as soon as he does that, you want to explode the duck and that will blow up the scooter and the scooter will kill him for an accident kill. So what we actually did there was once we bumped into him, we dropped the coin. That is going to grab his attention towards the coin, and that's why we've drawn him next to it, because if we did it straight away, the explosion from the scooter wouldn't have reached him. So that's the Silent Assassin rating for level 2. So for level 3 we're going to bring along the remote explosive duck and the modern lethal syringe, and we're going to start in the church morgue area. Now when the level starts loading up, you're going to see the camera panning shot of it's zooming into Sapienza right there on the church. You're just going to let this camera panning shot, just let it play out. As soon as you see 47 in the morgue, and that is when you can skip the camera and start the mission. The reason for that is we're going to save yourself about 3 or 4 seconds of waiting inside the church for this church staff member here to leave the church area. So it's best to do that rather than waiting around, and you save yourself a few seconds as well. So when we grab that church key there, we're just going to go down the stairs and open this door. We're going to grab the priest disguise inside, and that is when we're going to go and take out our first target. We're going to take him out with a syringe, and we're going to create an accident kill for the second one as well. And then the next level is when things start getting a little bit interesting. So for the first target, we're going to actually stab him with a syringe. The other target is going to be walking past us. He's the person that we pushed over the ledge a little bit earlier, whereas the person in the distance that we killed with the scooter, he's going to be coming towards us right now. There's the person we're walking past. So we're going to take him out a little bit later. For the first one, we're going to actually create a distraction behind this bench. So you'll see him just coming down the stairs right now. You're going to throw the duck behind the bench, and that's going to lead him over in this direction. Make sure you pick up the duck after, and then select your syringe and stab him once you get behind him. That'll get you an easy poison kill. You don't have to worry about hiding his body, because body found don't get affected when using poison kills. The next one, we're going to have to explode him with a scooter. And if you're quick enough, you won't have to bump into him like I'm doing here. But if you do, just make sure you just bump into him to stop him in his tracks. Drop the duck next to the scooter and explode it, and the scooter himself will kill him for an accident kill. Like I said, it's the rubber duck that's exploding the scooter and the scooter that's killing the target himself. That's why it's counted as an accident kill. Again, you don't have to worry about bodies being found because it's an accident kill. And once you've exited the mission, you will get the Silent Assassin rating for level 3. So then we can go ahead and move on to level 4. Now for level 4, that's when things start to get a little bit interesting. We have to kill both targets with an explosive device while wearing the priest disguise. So that's, we're going to bring along the ICA explosive phone and the remote breaching charges as well. And just like we did in the previous level, we're just going to wait for this camera to keep panning in. And as soon as you see 47 in the morgue, that's when we're going to skip the camera and exit the coffin. And we're going to enter the church and go and grab the key from where the church staff member just came out of. I'm going to grab the key from the table and going to grab the priest disguise that's just downstairs into the basement. So yeah, we've got to kill both targets with the with an explosive device. So we can't use a fire extinguisher, we can't use a propane tank or the scooter like we did previously. It has to be an explosive device itself. Now we're going to use the remote explosive phone as a distractional device. So we're not actually going to use that for the kill. So we're going to select it once we exit the basement. We're going to activate it and then we're going to pick it back up from the floor. I was going to draw the target over here in this location, and we're going to subdue him and take him out immediately, and then we're going to have to worry about the second target then. We're going to cause a little bit of a distraction for him as well. So once this first target's come over here, we're just going to go subdue him. Make sure you wait a couple of seconds though, because there is a female in the background. She can possibly see if you are a little bit too quick when you're doing this. But once we've exploded him with a remote breaching charge there, after placing it on top of his body, we're just going to kick him in the water, and that will take care of his body, so that's completely hidden. So what we've got to do now is just wait for this target to get into position for us, and we're going to use the remote explosive phone as the distraction for him. So after a few seconds or so, he does eventually sit down on the bench. We're going to drop the phone around about here, and once we activate it, he's going to grab his attention and he's going to come over it towards this location. So as soon as he starts coming over, we can go ahead and pick up the phone. And we're going to throw another distraction over here, so he's going to place it again, activate the phone, and he should go over it to this corner over here, and that's when we're going to go take him out and do it the same thing as we did in the previous target. So just go ahead and subdue him. If you get into the situation where you end up punching him on the neck or something like that, like a judo chop, don't worry about that. You still get the silent assassin rating as long as you take him out the same way I just did there. We'll just put a breach charge on his body and dropped it on his body right there. I'm going to exit the mission and we'll get the silent assassin rating for level 4. So that's taking out both targets with an explosive device, while this guy is as a priest. And level 5 is just a small variation of what we just did there, but we're pretty much doing the same sort of thing for the level 5 as we did in level 4. But that's your silent assassin rating for level 4. We can go ahead and move on for level 5. We're going to bring the same items as we did in the previous level, and we're going to start in the church morgue once more. And for this one, we've got to now take out both targets with an explosive device. We're in the priest disguise, and you've only got a 1 minute time limit. So as soon as you put on that priest disguise, you've got a 1 minute countdown before the mission gets failed. So you just got to work it around a little bit differently. So we're going to be using that same camera trick as we did in the previous level, grabbing the key and grabbing the priest disguise. So what we're actually going to do for this one in regards to killing both targets is we're going to distract both targets inside of the basement area. So we're not going to grab that guy right now, because we're going to grab that at the end. So we're going to do again what we did in the previous level, and set up exactly the same way. This time we're going to get the first target over here. So we're going to subdue him and drag him into the basement area of the church. I'm going to keep him nice and hidden. So we're going to grab our breach charge, throw it in the corner, and then pick it back up as soon as he comes over. So we're just going to subdue him in this corner, drag him inside the basement, we'll just hide his body there, and then we can do the same thing with the second target, and then we'll explode them both at the same time after we've grabbed the priest disguise. It's the safest way of doing it, and it's quite easy. So we're just going to drag him here, just put him next to where all the candles and that are. We're going to leave them there. Now we can go take out the second target. It's going to take a while for him to come over, so I'll skip it to the point where we need to be. So this is where we're going to drop the phone, just right there. And once he gets towards the bench, that's when we're going to go ahead and activate it. So once he comes into listening range, he will be able to hear it, and he will come over to your location. So as soon as he starts coming over, we're actually going to go and pick it up and set up the second distraction, just like we did in the previous level. So once you've picked it up, we're just going to drop it in that corner there and again activate it. He will come over to that location instead, and that's when we're going to subdue him and drag his body inside the church basement, just like we did with the previous target. And then we're going to quickly go and grab our priest disguise and explode both targets at the same time. So again, this is a sort of glitch that could happen just because you're on stairs. That's all the problem is. But even though it says unconscious witness, you don't need to worry about that. It's not going to affect your silent assassin rating or anything like that. You're completely safe. So he's going to drop both breach charges on his body, and we're going to lock the door and go grab the priest disguise real quick. And once you've gone and grabbed that, as soon as you put it on, you can set off the breach charges whenever you want to. And you've got 1 minute to exit the mission. So there you go, there's the both kills with the explosive device. We're going to take the speedboat exit, and that will complete this mission entirely Escalation Silent Assassins for all 5 levels. So I enjoyed playing this Escalation. I thought it was pretty good. Level 4 got me stumped for quite a while, but we figured it out in the end. But that's the Silent Assassin rating for level 5, so feel free to drop a like and subscribe here if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.